What a day for Premier League football. Arsenal being Everton 2-0 at the Emirates and Man City dropping points to West Ham United 1-1. The ramifications that can have on the Premier League is incredible. I can't stop myself from laughing. I'm going to try doing this all in one take. It will be very difficult, but let's just see how it goes. It'll build up my speaking speed. Alright, starting off with the Arsenal game. Max DOWMAN. He's got school on Monday. Max DOWMAN, man of the match. He literally is he's a game changer. He literally is the game changer. That's the best way to describe him. He came on. We were 0-0 up until what, the 89th minute. I can't remember what time he came on, but he had the impact of getting the pass in into the path of Nkapie, which obviously hit his chest, went in for the Yokeres goal. And at this moment, I'm thinking, wow, okay, we need to hold on, because I'm scared. I've seen how this club has acted before in certain situations. And I'm getting messages. I've seen what this club's done to us before, so I was like, let's wait until full time before we can actually get celebrating. And then Max DOWMAN picks up the ball. The fact that, okay, let's talk about this Max DOWMAN tap in, actually. Let's say that's what people are calling it. The Max DOWMAN tap in. The fact that he's picked up the ball from the edge of his box, Martinelli with the header from Everton's corner, by the way. I get it, yeah, we score from corners, don't we? But Martinelli heads the ball away. He heads the ball down, sprints past one defender, and Everton fans, some people are saying that he's been one of the signings of the season, apart after Jack Grealish, of course. Kieran Dewsbury-Hall, he gets skimmed. If you look at it carefully, he gets skimmed by Max DOWMAN, and he's clear through on goal. So it's not just a tap in. The skill required to do that, the dribbling, the speed, come on, man. And the fact he's 16 years old, is his first ever professional goal, and people are talking about, oh, they're over exaggerating the goal so much. It's a monumental occasion for him, and just in Premier League, he's broken the record for the youngest ever Premier League goal scorer. So, and yeah, Arsenal fans, you're not allowed to celebrate that. You're not allowed to celebrate that. What else is there to do? Of course, Kai Havertz penalty. That is a penalty. I think there was two penalty shouts for Arsenal. First one, 100% that's a penalty. Michael Keane steps on Kai Havertz's foot. What do you want him to do? I've seen Everton fans even say, yeah, fair enough, that should have been a penalty. So I guess that win was kind of, justice, I guess. In terms of overall players, and for Arsenal, Eze was sharp. Obviously, Max DOWMAN, incredible. Saka wasn't as bad as people were saying. People were saying, oh, he had a terrible game, absolute stinker of a game today. I don't think it was that bad. Of course, he had a couple of opportunities that I wish he just put them away. Like, there was one that he took a touch, literally right from the goal. If he took a shot first time, could have gone in. It might have hit defender, but he took way too long with it, and he got taken away. If he'd done better there, I think we would have been having a whole different conversation right now. Noni Madueke, I wanted to see him on the right, because he was on the right for the last 10 seconds before he got subbed off. And that's when he was at his like absolute prime sharpest, I think, in my opinion. That's what stood out to me. So yeah, it was a bit of a shame to see him come off like at that moment, but oh well. What else is there to talk about? In terms of defense, of course, amazing as per. Timber, hopefully he's alright. Obviously, he came on for Mascara pretty early on. I think he had a knock in the first like 10 minutes or something, and then he was like limping after that. Gelsoot, hopefully he's alright. And Calafiori. Calafiori is the funniest player I've seen, man. First of all, how was he just every time he's got on the ball, yeah, he's like his instincts. He's got the instincts of a striker. He's like, okay, yeah, I need to shoot. I don't care where I am. I need to shoot. Which hilarious. And that Kobe, honestly, he's literally been watching too much Cobra Kai, Karate Kid, whatever you want to say, Kung Fu Panda even. He was voices. Oh, that was brilliant. And his replacement, Piero Hincapié, of course, he got the assist. Whether they meant it or not, beside the question, beside the point. The passion in his last ditch tackle, that was something to behold. That showed the love he's got for the club already. What was it to talk about for Everton's side? Jordan Pickford, wow, Jordan Pickford. He's over the last year or a couple of years, I'd say, he's been incredible. But people just don't appreciate the kind of saves he makes in the game until you see like highlights and stuff like that. Like, I remember the first half, there was a save he made. It was offside anyway, but that save. Checking my notes. What else was there? Garner was class. Yeah, James Garner was class. This person whose name I can never pronounce, he was incredible as well. What else is missing from my notes? This. When it comes to the Max Diamond goal, the person that plays a crucial part in it is Gabriel Martinelli. Because Mikalenko is actually catching up to Max Diamond. But the fact that Martinelli gets in his way, it stops Mikalenko getting to him. Sorry, my brain is going. So yeah, Martin, and he had the chance to play to Martinelli, and the fact that Martinelli was like, stepping back a little bit, saying, pretty much indicating to Max Diamond, go for it. This is your moment. Fair play to Gabriel Martinelli. Now we talk. Obviously, that puts us up to 70 points now. I really hope you can't hear that because that is very loud. Why would they do this now? But that obviously puts us on to 70 points. Then that obviously we got Man City. They had Man City a couple hours later. Well, I say a couple. Yeah, I don't know how long ago. I don't know how long after they played. I'm gonna try to cut this part out. Now finally, Man City after drawing 1-1 with West Ham United. The first goal, can I just say, Bernardo Silva, that was not a shot. Come on, like we all know, he tried head, crossing into the back post. No one was there, but no, maybe there was someone. I don't remember. All I remember is that it went in. It looked very nice. I will put my hands up. I don't like Bernardo Silva, but it looked like a good goal. But then just 4 minutes later, former Arsenal player Konstantinos Mavrapanos with the goal from out corner with the only shot on target. Forget the only shot on target. The only shot in the whole game for West Ham United, which is ridiculous. Arsene Wenger, merci. And honestly, mate, I'm buzzing after that. But I've said this before. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. There's still a few games to go. What else is there to talk about? And I'm still getting used to this whole thing, to be honest. So, yeah, one shot, one goal. Bernardo Silva, accidental goal. MAVRAPANOS with the goal. But Bowen had the chance right at the end. That's popped to mind. Bowen had the chance to get the winner. Obviously, he had a counter attack near the end, but yeah, I think his legs are. I don't know, he's not even that old, is he? He might be like 28, 29. But yeah, unfortunately, he couldn't get it. If he got the win, I would have lost my absolute mind. But looking at the next games, I think also, so obviously Man City got Real Madrid in the second leg. They're already 3-0 down. So we'll see how that goes for them. Obviously Arsenal got by Leverkusen. We need to get that win. Then after that is the Carabao Cup final between Arsenal and Man City, of course. I don't think that's going to be the determiner for the season. I mean, if you asked me a few weeks ago, I would have said yeah. But I think the main turning point, like the main thing to solidify it, will be, I won't say after, I would say after the Man City Arsenal Premier League game at the Etihad. I think that is going to be the main turning point for us this season. But I say turning point, like the main solidifying point, I should say. But yeah, what did you think of the games? And also, thank you. Long may it continue, and let's hope. Who's the next Premier game? Actually, the real quick. Also, next Premier game is against Bournemouth at home, I think, and Man City's is Chelsea. Bournemouth, who obviously just drew 0-0 to Burnley. Okay, hopefully, we can do something. It's a bit of a tough team, but let's see what happens. All right. If you did enjoy, follow and do all that good stuff. And yeah. Peace.